All right. Let's do this. The Immortal Life of Henrietta by Rebecca Skloot, Chapter 9, Turner Station. A few days after my first conversation with Day, I drove from Pittsburgh to Baltimore to meet his son, David Sonny Locks Jr. He had finally called back to agree to meet, saying he'd gotten worn out of my number showing up on his pager. I did not know it then, but he had made 5 panic phone calls to Batiyu, asking questions about me before calling. The plan was that I would pay Sonny when I got to Baltimore. Then he would pick me up and take me to his brother Lauren's house to meet their father and, if I was lucky, Deborah. So I checked into the downtown Holiday Inn, sat on the bed, phone in my lap, and dialed Sonny's pager. No reply. I stared through my hotel room window at a tall, Gothic-looking brick tower across the street with a huge clock at the top. It was a weather-beaten silver, with big letters spelling Bromo Seltzer in a circle around its face. I watched the hands move slowly past the letters, paid Sonny every few minutes, and waited for the phone to ring. Eventually, I grabbed the fat Baltimore phone book, opened to the L's, and ran my finger down a long line of names. Annette Lax, Charles Lax. I figured I'd call every Lax in the book asking if they knew Henrietta. But I didn't have a cell phone and didn't want to tie up the line, so I paid Sonny again and then lay back on the bed, phone and all, and white page still on my lap. I started rereading a yellowed copy of the 1976 Rolling Stone article about the Lacases by a writer named Michael Rogers, the first reporter ever to contact Henrietta's family. I'd read it many times, but wanted every word fresh in my mind. Halfway through the article, Rogers wrote, "I am sitting on the 7th floor of the downtown Baltimore Holiday Inn. Through the thermopane picture window is a huge public clock in which the numerals have been replaced by the characters BROMOSCELTZER. In my lap is a telephone and the Baltimore white pages." I bolted upright, suddenly feeling like I'd been sucked into a Twilight Zone episode. More than 2 decades earlier, when I was just 3 years old, Rogers had gone through those same white pages. Halfway through the Lax listing, it becomes clear that just about everybody had known Henrietta, he wrote. So I opened the phone book again and started dialing, hoping I would find one of those people who knew her. But they didn't answer their phones. They hung up on me, or they say they never heard of Henrietta. I dug out an old newspaper article where I had seen Henrietta's Turner Station address, 713 New Pittsburgh Avenue. I looked at 4 maps before finding one where Turner Station was not covered by ads or blow-up grids of other neighborhoods. It turned out Turner Station wasn't just hidden on the map. To get there, I had to drive past the cement wall and fence that blocked it from the interstate, across a set of tracks, past churches, in old storefronts, rows of boarded houses, and a buzzing electrical generator as big as a football field. Finally I saw a dark wooden sign saying, "Welcome to Turner Station," in the parking lot of a fire-scorched bar with pink tasseled curtains. To this day, no one is entirely sure what the town is actually called or how to spell it. Sometimes it's plural, Turner's Station. Other times possessive, Turner's Station. But most often is singular, Turner's Station. It was originally dated as Good Luck, but never quite lived up to the name.